Okay, members and friends. I don't know what I'm doing anymore. It's 8 o'clock. I went outside at, I don't know, 12:30 or something like that. So that's 7.5 hours. And I woke up tired. I wasn't feeling very well. My ears are ringing all the time. My teeth are bothering me. I had a headache. Back is killing me. Like, I just don't know if I'm going to have the stamina for this time around in the front. Like, honest to God. And I don't even know why I'm doing it. Because the deal was, live as long as you want with not raising the rent. So then, therefore, I thought, okay, you know, it's a really problematic house. It has a lot of problems, right? And this yard is just taking the life out of me, really. I got mud all through my house. It just comes in, right? It only takes a little bit, and then it just, I gotta wash my floor by hand later on. Indigenous born Canadians, like myself and my children, we're not allowed to have dreams. Honest to God, I don't think so. You know, the immigrant that comes into the country, they come in with dreams and hopes, and they're allowed to have dreams. People help them to buy them houses, but people don't help people like me to buy a house. I'll never buy a house. I can never afford to buy a house. All my hours are going into my landlord's house. I said to my dad, not one person even said sorry for what they did out in the front. I'm doing my little video here. Don't knock it. Because, like, I'm totally devastated with that shit out there. Like, I'm flabbergasted.
On the bright side, Mom, we get to do something new. At least
yeah, you say we, but when it comes down to the hard labor and the hours and hours and hours and hours and hours and hours and more hard labor.
I know.
I don't like it.
You don't like them?
No.
Anyway, on the list there, we got one of the composts somewhat built today. I have to go out again tomorrow, so we'll see.
You want some toast?
See, members and friends, we got the ambulance at the welfare office here. See, Christy's Clark's, I don't know, she's stressing everybody else out at the welfare office. This is like this every Wednesday, welfare Wednesday. Only this is the first time I've seen this. Oh, somebody getting... Okay, members and friends, I don't know if there will ever be a daycare here. Initially, you know, I did all that because of the sand. And then the bindweed and the morning glory. If there would have been, you know, if it would have been just normal grass, I probably would have left it alone. But I didn't want to live with a bunch of sand blowing around, just weeds and turning to algae with, you know, cats using it as a litter box. So that's one of the reasons why I initially put in all those bricks and made a walkway, was to control that issue. And then, of course, you know, once you start, you just kind of keep on going, especially if this is all sand, which it is. Underneath in there is all sand. And, you know, daycare, right? To support myself later after everything settles down, you know, so I can have a life, right? And my grandson can have stability and whatnot, right? You know, have a purpose, a goal. But, I don't know. This is where we're going to start today. Just hold on a minute. See those weeds? That was a tree, right? That was dropped these black berries, which are actually poisonous. And so we decided just to remove the tree altogether. And this is where I'll probably put some bamboo, providing that I can get this pond in. But where we're going to start is with the composting of that bush. So hold on, I'll show you where. There's my new little strawberry patch. All rocks underneath here, so I was going to try and work on some of this year. But I don't know how much time I'll have now. Obviously work on this in here, but this is where I'm going to start today. Right here. This is coming into a compost pile. So there's my boards to line it. So I get out the old skill saw and sledgehammer and some nails, and then this is where some of those weeds in the front branches will go, because that plant actually decomposes pretty good. So we'll be back. Alrighty-o. So this is what I've done today. All day. This was one of my goals, was to make this compost box. It's a big one. I'll be spreading this out and mixing it in with those branches from the front. Take out some of these poles in here for these birds. Alright. My neighbor was cutting down his bush there last year. So I brought a whole bunch of this over because, you know, making dirt, right? So I still have to put a little patch of something in here. Anyway, let's count the days, people. Let's count these days. Oh yeah, I started weeding in here too. It's all weeds. Just everything's weeds. Weeds, weeds, weeds. But here, if I'm not too tired tomorrow, come out and finish this and maybe plant a little something. Okay, there's Mrs. Lace. Hello there, Mrs. Lace. How do you like your new house? She's about 1.5 years. She's never been with a rooster before. So, in a few days, if she settles down, she's supposed to lay me an egg. But I have to take them away every day. Otherwise, she'll stop laying and she'll just try and hatch them. But maybe in a couple months when I'm a little more organized, we'll see what we can do. Oh, I have to change their water. Hold on. There she is. There's Mr. Lace. He's getting aggressive. He was attacking the cats the other day. He better smarten up, or he's going to be somebody's soup yet. Just bit me. I'm going to have to get you a spray bottle. Yeah. There's Mrs. Lace.